Alright, so I am back in Lancaster County here in Pennsylvania, and hoping to get to a number of places today. The first place we're going to go is, well, actually I'm down in a place called Pequea right now. There's actually a cool covered bridge up here, which we might do in another video, but I'm going to be hiking what's called the Pequea Trolley Trail here along the Pequea Creek. And this was trolleys are like an electrified railroad type thing. And this dates back to the early 1900s. We'll talk a little bit more about the history of it as we start walking the trail. It goes through state game lands, which I forget offhand what state game lands number it is, but this is right off of Route 324. I parked. This is a road that leads to the Pequea campground. They have all kinds of no parking signs up by the bridge, and it was kind of disappointing too, because I tried to park at the other end of the trolley trail, which was actually identified on the maps as parking, but they have all these no parking signs there, so that got a little frustrating trying to find a parking spot here. But I think I'll be all right here. If not, my Jeep won't be here when I get back. But anyway, I'm gonna hike the trail first, and in another video I think we'll explore the old covered bridge that's here. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Maybe we'll find some stuff along the trail, some nature, beautiful morning. So anyway, like I said, as we go along, maybe I'll get a little more history about what this trolley trail is about. So anyway, let's get hiking. Of course, over there is the old covered bridge. Like I said, we'll go on that later, but here you have all these no parking or standing at any time, so you can't even stop. Technically I'm breaking the law for like standing here. That's kind of dumb. But that is the second longest covered bridge in Lancaster County, so we'll get to that in a bit though. But the trolley trail is over this way, and actually this road here is part of the old trolley track as well. It's just paved now, but it would have continued on down this way too. There's a little trail going that way, so that's where we're headed. Yeah, they have more of these no parking or standing signs. So, but this is state game lands here. You can see the signs for it right there. So, all right, let's get going. So back in the early 1900s, there was a trolley that ran along this track right here. From about 1903 to 1930 something, I think, if I remember correctly. That's the Pequea Creek down there. So this is a nice little pathway. Just a little branch off right here. I think we'll get a view of the creek down here. Pequea Creek. Of course, it's a little muddy today. We had some rain last night. So there are some neat rock formations along this trail as well. I don't know, we might take a closer look at these. We'll see. I don't know, maybe we'll just keep going on the trail though too. Looks like someone's been digging in there a little bit. Alright. I know there's a swimming hole back here too, I think called Susie's hole or something. And I think the story behind that hole, why it's called Susie's hole, apparently I think someone drowned back here. That's why it's named after her. So, actually some no trespassing signs on the tree here, but I'm not quite sure what's going on with that. Maybe it's just the creek, because this is state game lands. So, maybe they just don't want people swimming in here anymore. And check this out. Someone built little, well, not little, but these big like handrails out of logs. Actually, some steps going down here. This is actually pretty neat. Of course, right over here would have been a bridge at one time for the trolley trail. The tracks would have gone from there over to here, but looks like it's pretty much all washed out. No remnants of the bridge are left here. But somebody took some time to make a little walkway here. I don't know, I almost feel like exploring up that way as well. Yeah, because lately I've been doing a lot of, lately I've been doing a lot of creek searching, walking along streams and stuff, looking for like Native American artifacts and stuff, so it seems like a nice little stream to do that. So there's that big stream back there too. But anyway, I think I'm gonna, I don't know, I might meander a little bit back here, but we'll get back on the main trail here in a bit. Well, this little piece of quartz right here jumped out at me, but it's not an arrowhead. It is cool to find arrowheads made out of this white quartz, but that's not what we have. Although I guess you could have wishful thinking and think that it was. Like one viewer told me I could pretend that it was made by some little boy. It was his first arrowhead that he tried to make, and it was a failure. But anyway. It's not an arrowhead though. Although, well, no, it's not. We'll leave it here for someone else to find. Have wishful thinking. Alright, so I'm going to continue on hiking up along the trail. Leave this little side excursion behind. So, it's a nice little spot though. A little running water and stuff, so. Alright, let's get back on that trail again. Alright, so I found something interesting up here. Let's see, looks like an old, I'm not sure what it is, but across the creek there, there's some, it's in the shading back. Let's kind of zoom in a little bit here. Where is it? Oh, right there it is. Some kind of foundation back there on the other side of the creek. Not entirely sure. I'll try to get a better view of it. Not entirely sure what that is. Yeah, at first I thought maybe it was like a bridge abutment, but there isn't one on our side of the creek. So, I don't know, maybe it's part of a mill. I know there are several mills along this creek, so I'm not sure. Maybe there was a dam here as well. That's interesting. Well, I take back what I just said. Right over there is that what I'm pretty sure is a bridge abutment now, because just over here, it's hard to tell. Right over here is the other end. Be careful here. Yeah, so you can see the stonework right there. This is the other end of the bridge that went over the creek there to the other side. I'll try to get a better view of things here. Yeah, so over there is the abutment on the other side of the creek. Got a beautiful view of the creek there. And right over here is the other end. Of course, the trail is just right up top there. There's kind of a little stone wall all along here. It's pretty interesting. It's a pretty nice stonework. So if you know exactly what this bridge was for, you could go ahead and let me know in the comments. I'm assuming it was a bridge. It could have been something else maybe as well, but it has a bridge look to it. It's beautiful out here though. It's a really beautiful spot, especially back there, looking back there, the creek. All right. I'm still here along the creek, but this is odd. You have some unopened beer cans here. I don't know. Let's let those go. Just another beautiful view of the creek down there. Goes through like a little gorge here. Of course, we're just kind of walking along the old trolley trail here. It would have been quite a view for those riding the trolley as well, coming down through here. Yeah, but here's one of those no trespassing signs on the tree there. Not quite sure. Like I said, this is state game lands, but maybe the creek isn't. I'm not sure how that works, but yeah. I don't really know if they can keep you out of the creek, because I think the creek is owned by the state, actually. Like, these waterways are owned by the state, so I don't really know if they can keep you out of the creek. I'm not sure about that. But I think it's just kind of a deterrent, because I think several people have drowned down here, so maybe, I don't know. It obviously doesn't work, because you can see there's all kinds of trails that go down to the creek. It reminds me of when we were at Naog Park, our Naog meetup, walking along the creek in that beautiful gorge, because they had all kinds of no swimming signs there, but nobody listened to them either, so yeah, I think it's just kind of the way it is. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful spot back here. The waterfall back there. Really, this is a really scenic gorge down here. Never knew it was here. Yeah, here they have a sign for it. Danger. Susie's Hole. Rapids, rocks, and fast current ahead. Walk along the left shore. Strong currents and turbulent waters can trap and drown a person. Yeah, so like I said, I think somebody drowned back here, and that's why they have, like, there's another no trespassing sign. And they have a bunch of them. Actually, there's another one here on this yellow pole, these no trespassing signs. So yeah, I think the nature of these no trespassing signs is just to keep, it's just for liability, just to keep people out of the water and out of the dangerous places like that. So, alright. I've heard different things about Susie's Hole. Some people say that Susie's Hole is the rapids, but some say it's a hole just before the rapids that people like to swim in. But anyway, so if you come out here and decide to go swimming despite all the signs, you do so at your own risk, obviously. You might end up like Susie, whoever she was. I'm not saying that to make fun of her, but people do drown. It's not a huge creek, but people can drown in even small bodies of water too if you're not careful. And we have found ourselves a little bench, so I am going to sit here and take a little break, have some water and stuff. The trail does continue on, so we'll take a little bit of a break, I think. Yeah, you can tell this is a very popular place for swimming. Someone has a little tire swing up there. But this is a really deep hole right here. I'm sure people jump off this rock right here, jump down in there. But that water looks pretty deep and it's flowing pretty fast through there, so there would be, some strong currents down there. Thus the dangers of swimming in a place like this. Well, there are some people tubing down there. I don't know if you can see her down in there. Anyway, I don't want to spy on them too much, but here's someone else coming down as well, so that's interesting. Apparently, people go tubing down here too. Yeah, so apparently one of the guys tubing, there's 3 people, his inner tube sprung a leak, so he was out here crawling up in the bank, and he kind of scared me. I didn't realize he was there. I was kind of talking to myself, well, talking to the camera, and he thought I was talking to him, but I was talking to the camera, and we kind of surprised each other. But yeah, I was talking to him about all the no trespassing signs too, because they parked at the other end where all those signs were, and he kind of agreed too, like, this is public land, so a lot of those signs are, like you said, it's just more of a liability thing. It's to discourage the people that come out here and party and at night and stuff. And all that, so that I guess if something does happen, then you are held liable because it does say no trespassing. I'm not sure, but it kind of deters from the beauty of the place to have all those no trespassing signs or anything when you're walking on public land. Like I said, this is state game lands, and the creek itself is public land. That's how it works here in Pennsylvania, if I remember correctly. So anyway, I just thought I'd throw it out there. Some guy, yeah, right here, he came out of the water behind me. That was just weird because I didn't know he was there. So, and I was trying to make a video, and anyway, it was awkward. But anyway, let's keep on walking. Yeah, like here's 2 of them. It says no trespassing and private property, but it's public land though, so yeah, not so sure about that. Well, I'm gonna finish what I was saying before I got interrupted by that guy tubing on the creek, but yeah, this is a beautiful trail out here. Beautiful history out here as well. Think, back in the 1920s and 30. Well, I think it ended in 1930, but early 19th century, there would have been like train tracks along here, but trolley tracks, but they look similar to train tracks. We would be standing right in the middle of them right now, and there'd be, electric trolleys going up and down this trail through the woods here. But now it looks like this, which is okay. So So here's another beautiful side stream area. Got the green plants hanging down. Little baby waterfall. Alright, well I am going to turn around at this point and start making my way back where I started. The other end of the trail is just up here where I tried to park earlier, but all those no trespassing signs were, so. And there's a bridge up there as well for River Road. So I'm going to take advantage of this little spot here and turn around, start heading back. So, oh, there's a duck down there. Anyway, we might get a view of that later. Anyway, I got distracted there, but anyway, I won't film anything on the way back unless I see something I didn't see coming up this way. So I should see you back in the Jeep. Yeah, out there is the duck that I saw that distracted me. It's not a wild duck. Those are called muscovy ducks. I used to have those on the farm. Although he may be wild now. He was probably someone's, belonged to someone at some time. Now he's just out here. We'll let him do his thing out there. Well, I had to stop and show you these mushrooms. Beautiful bright yellow. I don't, to be honest, I don't know what they are offhand. They're not the chicken mushrooms, which I often show you because these have gills. The chicken mushrooms don't. And they don't look like those jack-o'-lantern mushrooms because those are supposed to be orange. These are a nice buttery yellow, so I don't know. If I figure it out, I'll put it down below, but wow, but they are, yeah, they're beautiful. I love my mushrooms, so. Alright, well I had to show those to you. Well, I wanted to show you these flowers too. A lot of times I have videos I show you something called jewelweed. They have some wind there, some orange spotted flowers. But this here is also jewelweed, but this is called pale jewelweed because they have yellow flowers instead of the orange spotted flowers. So it's jewelweed, it's just a different type. It has the yellow flowers instead. The orange flowered ones are a lot more common than the yellow ones, but I'm not sure which one I like more. But anyway, that's pale jewelweed. Of course, jewelweed is known for helping poison ivy and stuff. You rub the juice on poison ivy. Alright, we're almost back to the end here. Alright, so I am here at the end of the trail again, back up to where the covered bridge is that we saw in the beginning of the video. I guess you can kind of see it behind me, but once again, this is called the Pequea Trolly Trail. The way it's spelled, you might want to call it the Pequea Trolly Trail, but it's the Pequea Trolly Trail. I know I get in trouble in videos for how I pronounce things. I know recently I was in a ghost or cemetery. It was pronounced McIntyre, but I pronounced it McIntyre because there was no A in the Mick part. Whatever. People get on my case sometimes, but whatever. I'm going to continue to mispronounce names. It's just the way it is. So, but this is the Pequea Trolley Trail, right next to the Pequea campground. So, beautiful place to hike if you're in the area. It's, I think, maybe 2 miles long, or maybe not quite that, but it's a decent little hike. But it's all flat because it's an old trolley track. So, but a beautiful walk through the gorge there. So, and like I said, I'm not also sure about all those no trespassing signs. I mean, I'm sure they're mostly there just for liability reasons to keep people out of the water, since someone did drown there one time, I think, or at least several people maybe. So, all right, well, that will be the end of this video. Thanks for coming along. I am going to go explore this covered bridge next, but I'll put that in another video. So anyway, get out there and explore. Anyway, I'll see you next video.